Hey guys, welcome to today's video. It's been a while, but today I just came on here to just share my opinions and my findings about one of the recent debates that's actually going pretty viral between Billy Carson and West Huff. I don't know how many of you know Billy Carson, but he's very popular for his opinions against some of the orthodox beliefs systems that we have as Christians. And in one of these debates, his recent debate he had with Wes Hoff, who is one of the strong, pretty smart biblical scholar, where he debunked a lot of theories that Billy Carson had. While in the debate, here was this topic that was brought up, and I really loved how Wes Hoff was able to answer this. And I think a lot of people just need to hear this. So this is just a snippet from that full, I think it was like a 2-hour debate. And after that, I would, show you the following reactions from Billy Carson and, what has happened so far. So watch this.
God's a he.
Yep.
And so where do you get that from?
Throughout both the Hebrew Old Testament and the Greek New Testament, you have the masculine singular pronoun used for God.
And why is God a man? Where's the evidence of this?
Well, God isn't a man. See, within historical Christianity, we don't believe that God has a gender. However, the way that he has decided to reveal himself is through the masculine plural, and then ultimately by becoming a human in the person of Jesus Christ. So we don't believe that God has a gender. In fact, the fact that God creates humanity in his image and he creates them male and female, those are two aspects of the image of God. And so that's the completeness. So historical Christianity has never argued that God is gendered. Jesus is gendered in the sense that during the incarnation, he becomes a human man, but he's still fully man and fully God. But God is spirit. And right, as the scripture says, we worship him in spirit and in truth. But nobody's arguing that. What's that? Sorry?
That always blows my mind.
God is the same all the time, right? He's always good. God is all the same all the time. Right?
Yeah, but we do see that in Scripture, God has revealed himself through the masculine plural. And there are aspects of God's character that we see within Scripture that do actually communicate. Jesus says that he longs to gather Israel like a mother hen collects her chicks. So we see aspects of the feminine of God, not meaning that God is feminine, but that the image of God reflects both the masculine and the feminine. And that's why when the two become one flesh, there's a uniting of that reflects the image of God as well within the covenant of marriage.
Yes, I really loved how Westhoff gave a very, very, very clean answer to that question. But at the end of the whole debate, a lot of his fans came after Billy Carson. They really questioned a lot of the things he has said over the past and the basis for which he made those statements, all those statements that he made in the past. And actually right after that, he came out and he tried to make a video to sort of save face, and he claimed that he was going to sue Wes Hoff, as he never knew it was a debate. He felt that he was ambushed by the whole thing. And here was what he had to say for why he lost in the debate. This was his response to that. I want you guys to watch this.
I looked sick in the video because I actually was sick. Matter of fact, before the video started, I had a bottle of water, and I told him, look, you may have to stop this a couple times because I can't really breathe that well yet. My lungs are still recovering, and I coughed from time to time because I was trying to cough up still a little bit of phlegm in there from the pneumonia. After I got done with the IVs, they moved me on to the actual tablet or pill that you take, these huge horse pills, and got to keep taking those antibiotics until your lungs are clear. But it's still a long healing process, a 12-week healing process. And I got like a week and a half or two to go for this healing process. Now, why is that important? Why is that important to this whole thing? Well, because I wasn't even supposed to leave the house.
Wow. So the excuse he's given is because he wasn't actually supposed to be there in the first place, which is quite funny to me because, it's just like when somebody asks you your name, right? even if you're sick or not, or let's just say somebody wakes you up from sleep, right? And they go like, hey, what's your name? I mean, if you say another name that is not your name, and you come back the next day and say, oh, it's just because, I wasn't feeling well, I just woke up from sleep, that's why. I mean, your name is second nature to you. So I believe that, some of the things, that was disproved, some of his beliefs and statements that he's made that was debunked, didn't have proper valid basis, and giving that excuse of, he was in the right frame of mind, he was sick or whatever, like what you have spent years to research, I think it should be second nature to you. So for me, this is more like him just giving a baseless excuse, for how poorly he performed in that debate. Well, let me know what you think. If you think he was right or not, you can comment. Let's have a conversation about it. And I'll see you in the next video. All right, bye for now, guys.